Hi guys, it's me again. I'm back. Thank you so much for all your support and feedback on my last video. It really motivated me to share more, and I also received personal message from some people who going through some tough time. I know it's hard, but I want to remind you this, that tough time will not last forever, but tough people do. Things will get better for sure, even though at the moment maybe you cannot see that. I don't know what are you going through personally, but what that I know for sure is that God designed us with a capability to be strong, and we will going to be able to repair ourselves no matter how much damage has been done to us. And our soul is basically unbreakable, even though one day we die, this body died, our soul will live forever. So if you right now feeling powerless or weak or hopeless, it's because you are in this emotionally messed up situation, and you are also emotionally wounded, injured, and perhaps you already spend most of your energy as well to try to make your situation better and feel disappointed because it doesn't work the way you want and plan it. But actually it's okay. You can take your time to rest and heal, and if the things that you try to do to make your life better doesn't work, it's okay too. You can try it another time or try different method. My way is like I keep trying different way to heal myself, and if it works I stick with it. If it doesn't work, then it's okay. It's a part of learning process, and I move on and trying a different thing. So if now you're feeling weak or depressed, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It's just now you have emotional injury that make you weak, but it's not who you are, because we are actually beautiful soul that God created with a lot of potentiality to be something amazing and wonderful. And I also watch a lot of inspirational video from people like public figure that we know, Oprah Winfrey. I watched her video a month ago, and the story about she's being raped, she's being left behind by her family member because of AIDS and all that awful stuff. And then she also struggled with her work, but now we can all see that she's thriving and then she's okay. And I think there's no need to compare your problem with other people, like which one is bigger and worse. Don't minimize your problem, because like I say in the last video, if it hurts, it hurts. No matter how small, you need to take care of it and not underestimate it and not minimize it. Everyone is going through different kind of battle, different kind of problem, but I think the principle of how to make it better is pretty much the same. And I hope I can keep doing this so I can share what I do to make things better, that maybe you can try if it works with you or not. This episode, I just want to share you this sentence that my coach Miranda told me when I was in the most hard time, when I was in the hospital. I'm about to have tumor surgery. I was just received my blood test, which showed that I have a very high level of CA mark, which is cancer marker. And then I was planned to do chemotherapy and stuff, and it was very stressful. And then I also cannot afford the medical bills actually. So it's very stressful for me, and I was thinking about dying. This is what she said to me that gave me strength. I have faith in you. Yeah, that's simple. She even not saying it straight away to me, just by text, but that's what she said. I have faith in you. And I think that's a powerful sentence that you can share to yourself or anyone you know who is going through tough time. Back then when I hear that words, I just cried, because it's so relieving to hear that someone believe in me. What I hear is like, I have faith that you can go through this. Even though that time I didn't even have faith on myself, and I don't believe that I actually can endure more pain, more loss, and recover from all of that. But she reminds me that I actually can, because actually I was created and designed to be that powerful. And you too, our creator, are the same, whether you believe in God or not, or you have this religion or that religion. That first, I have faith in you. The second thing that I want to remind you, when you are stressed, depressed in this situation, I want to ask you to please stop yourself from attacking yourself with lie, negative words, and negative thoughts. Because from my experience, when I was in my room alone and feel so sad because I was sick, bleeding, in pain, broke, cannot work, and I feel like I have no one supporting me, and the people that I secretly want to be there, which is my mom, my dad, and my ex-boyfriend, is not there. I start telling myself that the reason why they're not there is because of my fault. It's because I'm not good enough, not important enough, worthless. I'm not lovable. I'm a piece of shit. I'm just a tool, and they only care about me if I can be useful to them. And then when I need them, they're left. And because of that, I feel like I really want to die. I want to die because I feel like they don't care about me anymore, and not even God. I told myself that God didn't care about me. He lets awful things happen to me, and also think that perhaps He's punishing me because I'm bad and I'm flawed, and for Him I'm not important. He have millions of other human in the world, and for Him I'm nothing. And I keep feeding myself with this negative thought, and it's scary because when I allow this negative thought to happen, it feels like thousands of dark spirit reinforcing this negative thought and make me want to attack myself more, and even dropping thought and idea on how I should kill myself. And I almost did when I let myself bleed all my bloods out without asking any help. But lucky, when I almost lost my consciousness, I decided that I don't want to die just yet, and the fear of that actually stopped me from attacking myself further. And I screamed my lungs out to get my helper Kadeo to get an ambulance and to get me help. What I wanna emphasize here is that we really need to use our willpower to stop us from attacking ourselves and telling us that we are worthless piece of shit, tools, etc., etc. It's because it's really dangerous, wrong, and it's actually a lie. A lie that we use to help us avoid the truth that actually we're not that. Actually, we're worthy and we're lovable. But because of this person doesn't give me the love that I want, I was angry, and I want to avoid that feelings. And also the sadness of not getting what I want from these people. I start to making stories that it's because of me. I want to blame myself because I don't get the love that I want from a certain people. Well, actually, if one person didn't love us, it doesn't mean that we're not lovable. So we have to really stop to attack ourselves when we didn't get what we want from a certain people, because it's not always because of us. Actually, it's not because of us at all. It's other people's decision. And actually the truth is we cannot make people love us if they don't. And it's not because we're not good enough to get their loves. It's just because it's their choice, and they have free will to do that. They have free will to love me or not to love me, and I cannot force them to love me just because I love them, you know. And actually nobody in this earth have this job to love me, even though they are my biological parents or this man that I love so much. And I just have to learn to accept the pain of not getting what I want from the people I want. And to accept that, I admit it, it's very, very hard, and it's a step-by-step journey, but it's possible. And I don't want to force myself to do it in one night. So I let myself to have my own time to do the process step by step. Even until now, I still learning to accept people the way they are, and then I don't want to ask anything from them that they don't want to give myself. So I stop trying and make people do things for me or love me, which is hard, but I'm trying, okay? So yeah, that's a very important thing that I learned in the hospital. I found out that actually I'm lovable. I just cried. I cried for my stupidity, for believing that lie, and at the same time I also cried because I start to be able to be thankful about all the attention and gift that I receive from other people who is not my parents, who is not my boyfriend, but they're there for me, give me their support, my auntie, my friends. Before I feel like I don't feel good accepting that, but then I can be thankful about it. Even though I don't have a certain people that I want, I have other people that really want to love me and be there for me without I have to ask or beg. I even get prayer from strangers and I got free coach. So it's actually, there's a lot of things that I can thankful about if I stop focusing myself in attacking myself. Yeah, the third thing is I got a chance to learn that I should not blame God for the things that human do. So back then, because I was alone most of the time and I reflect a lot, like my coach told me to just write down whatever in my mind. I think a lot about my sexual abuse experience. I was sexually abused when I was 4 or 5. I don't remember, but I just remember that my stepmother, find a blood on my panties and my vagina on that age, and she bring me to the doctor. I remember I screamed, crying when they forced to spread my legs and examine my vagina. That even still remain a mystery for me, like how I end up having that blood. And then I also have another sexual abuse experience when I was 14. One of my father friends got drunk and he got inside my room, and when I was sleeping with my sister, he put his finger on my vagina, and when I wake up, he ran back to the living room, and that day I was stunned. The next day I cried uncontrollably and taking shower over and over again, and since that day I feel like I'm flawed. And since around that time my menstruation become like more and more out of control, and I thought about suicide very often. And also since that day I pretend that I love God, which actually I lost my trust in him. I lost my trust in him because I feel like, why you allow such a horrible experience to happen to me? But finally, on that hospital 14 years after that day, I understand that actually I can't trust God, and it's not God who did the horrible thing to me. It was that man who sexually abused me, who harmed me, who did this and make these horrible things to me, while actually he can decide to not do that, and it's his decision to harm me or not. And then yeah, it's not God's fault that it happens, it's human fault. And then I cannot blame God for what a human do, because that's human creation, and I need to learn to accept that and forgive that human. Then I can be free from this trauma, and it's not God's fault at all, and then I actually can trust him. So yeah, I think that's all for this episode. I just want to refresh you with 3 things that I share to you. Number 1, have faith in yourself, in your soul capability to heal yourself no matter how much damage has been done to you. Number 2, stop attacking yourself with negative thoughts, with stories, telling yourself lie that you're unworthy, worthless, just because one person treat you like you're worthless. It's not. It's a lie. So stop attacking that lie and bullshit, okay? Number 3, don't blame God for what people do, and then start to build relationship with God. Tell him how you feel, because he is actually the most trustworthy person, the most powerful as well. And with God you can go through this and then you can go far, even just with him alone. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Thank you guys, and I really hope things can get better for you. If you have questions, you can email me. Yeah, I guess that's for now. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and see you next time in the next episode. Bye.